And yeah, last team. Oh, shit. Here we
go.
go. More set. I mean, happiness.
Well, here we go.
Okay.
Get up, ladies and gentlemen.
This team. You want to go? You go ahead. You go ahead.
Bet.
This is you.
All right. So, as we know, Mavericks took the Clippers to 7 games last year.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was the year, man. I was in the building for game 1 and 2. I was cheering Clippers ears. All the Clipper fans, they hated me. I know they hated me.
Yeah.
I was like, I was laying down like before game 3. I'm like, holy shit, like we might actually beat the Clippers this year. Game 3, we get out to like a huge like 18-point lead.
Yeah.
Rick Carlisle subs out Luka Doncic, and we lose at 7. But I mean, I thought we had him. I thought we finally had him, especially since we played him in the bubble the last year. Thought we had him, but we didn't. And we went into an off season where there was definitely a lot of uncertainty. Was Porzingis the right fit next to Luka?
Mm-hmm.
Do we have the pieces to surround Luka, who was obviously, there was murmurs of, oh, he's not gonna take the extension, which I was definitely worried about. But Luka ends up signing the max, the super max. I think it was 5 years, 207. But in the process, we got a whole front office revamp. So Donnie Nelson, the GM, gone. Rick Carlisle, head coach, gone.
Mm-hmm.
Jamal Mosley, assistant. I think we lost like 4 assistants. They were all gone.
Yeah.
So basically, while Luka's playing in the Olympics or heading to the Olympics, there's a lot of uncertainty going into our front office.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, Mark Cuban, we hired Nico Harrison to run the front office with Michael Finley, and I think Dirk's a special advisor. So that's cool to see, former Mavs. And
Mm-hmm.
a guy like Nico Harrison, who a lot of people like around the league.
Yeah.
And then head coach, Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd's our head coach now.
Yeah.
At first, I didn't really like the move, especially his track record in Brooklyn and Milwaukee not being the best. He didn't really win too many games. But in one of his pressers, he said that he learned a lot from being a Lakers assistant and being around guys like LeBron. So that gave me hope. And especially Jason Kidd, he won a ring with Dallas, plays the same position as Luka. So a couple of things that he could teach him there.
Mm-hmm.
Free agency, we added Reggie Bullock.
Reggie Bullock?
That's
how you say his last name? Bullock?
It's Bullock. I thought it was Bullock too, but it's Bullock.
Okay.
So he replaces Josh Richardson, which, hey, sign me up. Rest in piss, Jay Bro.
No, he's nice.
No, he scored 2 points on one of it in his Celtics preseason debut. He is not nice.
I saw a tweet that what was it? It was like Josh Richardson. I think you sent it to me. Josh Richardson. Oh my god, bro. Josh Richardson is like Garrett is in a Garrett Temple body, but thinks he's like
he has
like
is it at?
KD skill set.
I did send it to you. I don't know where it's at though.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah,
bro. It was the funniest shit ever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Josh Richardson got Kobe's shot selection with Andre Roberson's skill set. That's what it was.
I'm telling you, man. Last year, I've told this story many times. Josh Richardson promised the dogs were coming. The dogs were never let out of their kennel.
Yeah.
So we also added Sterling Brown. Last night's preseason game, Sterling Brown. Oh man, he's gonna be a fan favorite. He threw down a ridiculous reverse slam. I forgot who.
I told you, Sterling Brown is nice.
He's not. He had a couple shots too.
I told you.
I'm excited for that. One of the guys I'm also excited about, Moses Brown.
Oh yeah.
He's working with Tyson Chandler right now, so definitely excited for that. I don't know if he's gonna start, but he did start last night's preseason game. He looked pretty good, ran the floor well, caught an oop from Luka, which is something that's gonna be exciting. And then right here on the depth chart, it's Reggie Bullock, but Jason Kidd said that Tim Hardaway is gonna start.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure because I like Tim Hardaway on the bench.
I like Tim Hardaway on the bench too, but I guess Jason Kidd asked Tim Hardaway, "Do you want to start? Do you want to come off the bench?" He said he wants to start. So Tim Hardaway, fresh off that new contract. But
that's interesting.
I honestly think if the cards fall in the right places for the Mavs, like this could be a top 4 team in the West. They finished 5th last year.
Yeah.
Luka Doncic coming into the year again as an MVP favorite.
Mm-hmm.
The first real healthy offseason for Porzingis in his career.
Mm-hmm.
And they've already said they're going to utilize him in different ways.
That's what I'm excited to see.
Yeah, so last night's game, they had him posting up more. They had him kind of facilitating a little bit. One thing that I'm still not too thrilled about is his ball security.
Yeah.
Like, people would say, oh, get KP post touches, get him going off the dribble. The guy puts the ball on the floor, it gets ripped. So, I mean, that's one thing I want to see.
Mm-hmm.
And then, obviously, I'm not thrilled about Dwight Powell starting. That's one of the things that they said that's going to happen. I mean, Dwight Powell's our best lob threat.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you want KP doing more things, he obviously needs space to do it. So I don't know how that's going to work, but definitely upgraded the defensive versatility on this team. And I mean, I don't know. I think we can do some things this year.
Yeah. For me, I have Reggie Bullock starting because I feel like he adds another dimension defensively. Almost because obviously your best offensive players are Luka and Kristaps, but your best defensive players in the starting 5 are Bullock,
yeah,
Dodo, and DP.
Don't say his name. He's not a defender. No, he's not. I promise you.
Vertically?
On my granddaddy.
Oh
Dwight Powell. I don't want you to. I promise you don't want Dwight Powell.
I
love the guy. Dwight Powell, great guy.
Big dick DP.
Stand-up guy. It's just, hey, pre Achilles tear Dwight Powell. Okay, we could have some discussion on that. But
fucking idiot, you fell for the Dwight Powell pump fake.
Yeah, so what were you saying? You'd rather have Bullock? I mean, I'd rather
have Bullock starting because it adds a defensive.
Yeah, no, I definitely
dimension.
Him and Dorian. I'd really like to see that. Because especially nowadays in the league, you got teams with 2, sometimes 3 guys who could attack you and give you the business. So
yeah, because you could easily put Dorian on the best player on the other team. Yeah. Reggie, the best player, at the guard spot. They guard the best guard. He guards the best guard on the other team, and then Luka guards the 3rd best player because, as you said, he's not that
not as bad as people.
Tell the people the defensive stats.
I don't have them in front of me right now, but just okay, but just why? Obviously, have Luka his best guard. You'd be great. 6'7", 240. Of course, he's not going to keep up with the De'Aaron Foxes. Of course. But having Luka in a position on one of the wings, or I think the Mavericks are shifting over to 2-3 zone this year. They're going to run
really?
They're running a zone man scheme. That's what they said.
Huh.
So usually in the zone, Luka's on, what is it? What do you call it? What's the position called? The bottom third? Or what is it?
Corner.
Corner. So Luka's always in the corner, and he's taking on the guy who's like a wing type player. Mm-hmm. So like they had Luka on LeBron because he's a bigger type body.
Yeah.
But obviously you're gonna have the faster guys matched up with Reggie, Dorian, the Sterling Browns on the team. Mm-hmm. So I mean, Luka's just a big body. I mean, it's hard to get around big bodies.
Yeah, and so I have, I guess, a version of defensive stats here. Luka led the team in defensive win shares.
Thank you.
And he is 4th in defensive box plus minus, only behind James Johnson, Tyrell Terry,
that just
Dwight
shows
Powell
you
last year.
That just shows you how bad of a team defensively we were.
I know James Johnson is your best defender.
Yeah, he wasn't even on the team after the trade deadline, so it's like,
hey, Dwight Powell 1.5 though. You see?
Yeah, I mean the thing about so last night's game, Dorian didn't play, so I really wanted to see how Jason Kidd would mix that up, like how he would run the defensive sets with Bullock and Dorian. I do notice the Mavs do play different than from what I've been used to with Rick Carlisle all these years. They definitely push the ball in transition a lot more. I saw that with usually Luka slow brings up the ball, but he was pushing the tempo. He was hitting Josh Green on the break. Sterling Brown was getting it. Tim Hardaway was bringing the ball to the floor.
Yeah. So that goes into my question. It's just like, what is your, so forget like what you've seen this preseason, right? What is your dream system for this team right now with this roster?
Okay. So usually what we've been accustomed to was like the 5 out or
Yeah.
the spread pick and roll, high pick and roll. I still think we're gonna see that, and I do want to see that still.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely more of an emphasis on like post touches.
Mm-hmm.
There was a couple sets where they had Luka on the low block already.
Okay.
And then I think it was Jalen and Tim Hardaway. I think it was those two.
Yeah.
I forgot what the play call was, but the play ultimately ended with Luka on a mismatch on the low block with, I think it was Jared Butler or someone. I forgot who.
Uh-huh.
But Luka has added that post fade, that little drop set to his game where if we could abuse that with his height and just being able to see over defenders, I mean, even in the playmaking aspects of that, I mean, that could open up a lot of things. Obviously, Porzingis, I want to see him be more than just a guy who sits in the corner. So
Yeah.
I want him to be utilized more as a screener. I don't know if I want to see him as a guy dribbling the ball too much because, like I said, the ball security thing is just
horrendous.
Yeah, but I did see Tim Hardaway do some things that I like. He was attacking more off the dribble.
Uh-huh.
Maxi Kleber, hey, let me tell you something about Maxi Kleber.
And when you're bringing over a Mansour, first of all.
Yeah, I'll bring my big man too. But Maxi Kleber dealt with COVID last year, a lot of ankle issues.
Yeah.
I saw that game. He looked a lot leaner, a lot springier, fighting on the offensive glass. Some things I've never seen him do.
Yeah.
And he's been working on the step back three. So
yeah. So if Dwight Powell doesn't start, then Maxi Kleber would. Because now that I'm seeing that, I feel like Maxi Kleber should start.
Ideally, I'd like that as it open up the floor for whatever Jason Kidd was saying, how they want to utilize KP.
Yeah.
I mean, Maxi Kleber makes the most sense.
Yeah, because you get that where you could start Maxi Kleber, but then off the bench, then you have no spacing at the bottom. You just have two vertical threats, which don't make sense.
Yeah.
Because Dwight Powell can shoot a little bit.
Yeah, but it's not like.
But it's not Maxi Kleber. So I think this is good balance.
Willie Cauley-Stein also made a good impression. He knocked down a mid-range shot.
Ooh.
Yeah,
so,
but nah,
that one video is true then?
No. Let me finish. So first quarter, Luka dished it to Willie Cauley-Stein at like the free throw line, and Willie hit the free throw swish. I was like, okay, Willie's training is actually working out. And then he got TQ'd in the fourth quarter with the bench warmers. He shot like a three. He missed it pretty bad.
Oh.
He shot a couple more middies. They didn't go in, but
I mean, he's shooting them.
Yeah, he's shooting it, but defensively,
it's not going to be.
Defensively, I think he's our best center on the roster. Defensively.
Defensively, probably, yeah.
Yeah, he's our best center.
Yeah, if you don't count Porzingis as a center, then yeah.
Yeah. Which, I don't know.
So, what do you expect from Porzingis this upcoming season? Because that's the question. Health, obviously, can he stay healthy?
Yeah.
So what do you think? What are you expecting from him this season?
Yeah, so Porzingis, right? He's gonna be the determining factor if we take the next step and if we make some noise in the playoffs. Like this season is so dependent on his health, and if Jason Kidd's laying it out there, hey, we want you to go back to what you wore in New York, which was 22.7 a game. Like we need that. Like Luka's been doing his thing, right? But he needs KP to come out here and be efficient, do his job. So what I want to see, maybe 24 a game, 25.
Okay.
But I don't know. It's gonna be difficult because the guy can never stay healthy. Most games he's ever played was 72 his rookie year. Since he's got to Dallas, 57 and 43.
Jeez.
So that's one of the things. Like, and I was team not trading KP because I wanted to see what we could get from him after full offseason being healthy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, from all indicators, he looks the happiest he's ever been in Dallas without Rick Carlisle. Tim Hardaway Jr. saying he's never seen KP more locked in and focused. So fingers crossed that's a good thing. If he could give us 24 and maybe 10 rebounds and a block and a half a game, 2 blocks a game, I'd be happy. I'd say it'd be a successful year for KP.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because that's the question that I have. Because I don't know if like the post touches are the problem. Obviously, there's the thing that comes up where Luka's the problem. Luka's reluctant to share the ball.
Which I never understood that.
Which I mean, I don't either. I troll about it, but I don't either.
The only reason
he always makes the right play. So
that's the other issue with the team that like I feel we sort of didn't address is like that secondary ball handler. We have Jalen Brunson.
Yeah. So that'll lead into my next question. Like, what do you think is the right third option for this team? That other ball handler that everybody's assuming that you guys need to go over the hump. Who is that? What does that entail? What does the system look like after you get that third piece?
It's a good question. So yeah, so obviously in the starting lineup, what I'm seeing. So Luka can handle the ball. Dorian, not really the best ball handler. Reggie Bullock, not the best ball handler. Right. So the main reason with that is you always got to stagger like Jalen Brunson and Luka together like sometimes. And I love Jalen's skill set. He's super underrated, but sometimes defensively when you have like Jalen Brunson out there, teams tend to pick on him. Mm-hmm. So what I wanted to see the team do like this offseason was like get a ball handler who was lengthy, so like a DeMar DeRozan, something like that, like a bigger playmaker. Mm-hmm. I mean, we didn't, so maybe Frank Ntilikina. Maybe Josh Green could turn into that. But just because sometimes our offense, it's all Luka.
Yeah.
Just initiate, like just giving defenses another look is something I'd say that would have been nice to have. But with Jason Kidd's system, it's definitely a lot different than just spamming 3-pointers and oops.
Yeah, like that'll be the question. It's like what this team would have looked like with like CJ McCollum on the roster.
Yeah.
With like maybe Bradley. I don't think Bradley Beal fits. Maybe Bradley Beal. You know, maybe like what would you guys do if like would you be okay with? I know it's a lot of money. It probably won't work, but like Tobias Harris. You guys had something like that.
I'd love with Tobias Harris. I mean, anytime you can add scoring to your roster, and especially like Tobias Harris is very versatile in the way he gets his buckets.
Yeah.
Because in the NBA, you got to always keep that defense on their toes.
Yeah.
If you become too predictable, they're going to shut it down. So that's what I wanted to see. I mean, I did notice Tim Hardaway handled the ball a lot more, but I don't know if I want Tim Hardaway being that second guy to handle the ball. That's the issue.
Yeah. And then last question. This is a little like a trivia question for you. What was Luka's best record when he wore these certain accessories?
Oh no.
Yep. I went on my Google Drive yesterday and I found the Luka accessory records.
All right. Here we go.
Which one was the best record? Was it undershirt, left arm sleeve, and left leg sleeve? Was it no undershirt, left arm sleeve, and left leg sleeve? Was it no undershirt, left armband, and both leg sleeves? Or no undershirt, left arm sleeve, and both leg sleeves? Oh, wait, they're the same. Oh, actually, no, they're not.
Is it the one? Left arm sleeve, left leg sleeve.
Yes, it was that one. It was no undershirt, left arm sleeve, and left leg sleeve.
Yeah.
He went 5-0. It says preseason in here, but he went 5-0, averaged 29 points, 11.8 rebounds, and 9 assists. This was on the. I remember finding this because I wanted to know because he always changes accessories, and I think you found this for me on the Dallas in the Reddit.
Yeah.
And so I went back to it. So that's what his splits from last year, I'm assuming, and then like the games. But he was 5-0. That's his best record. He always has his best games when he has no undershirt, left arm sleeve, and left leg sleeve.
That's crazy. I wonder what it's like for other players.
I want to know that too. Like, what is I still need Laker fans, please, or somebody, please. I still need the Kuzma record for when he changed his hair blonde. I need it. Someone, please send me that. At Twitter at bball_pod. Someone send that to me, please. I need it horribly. I need to know. I feel like somebody has done it, but I just haven't done the looking for it. But last thing on the agenda for this Dallas team is the schedule. So they have.
We're gonna surprise a lot of teams this year with the schedule
Because you guys had the second easiest schedule.
I hope we finish top 4. I don't know. I think it's possible.
You guys have the second easiest schedule. I hope so.
I think it's possible. Maybe top 3.
Probably because you guys have the second easiest schedule.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you guys, all you guys like, oh yeah, the Jazz fucking record last year was inflated because they had the easiest schedule in the NBA. So yeah, now there's no excuse. Second easiest.
I hope so. When there's only 72 games being played.
Okay, now there's 82. It's 10 more, and then now you guys have second easiest. So there should be no excuse now. No excuse. And I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it right here. It's right in front of me. Looking at it right in front of me. Okay. I see a lot of Sacramento.
Well, actually,
San Antonio.
That's deceiving because we lost all 4 games in Sacramento.
Well, you guys play them. Yeah, you guys play them like 6 times, 5 times. So yeah, this schedule is easy as what the fuck? I literally only see the Clippers like. Well, I mean, you guys have to play everyone a certain amount of times, but what the hell? How many times do you guys play Brooklyn? Twice? Yeah, right? Because they're in the East.
Yeah, 1 away, 1 here.
Damn, you guys have a lot of stretches where it gets easy.
Yeah.
Like a lot of stretches. Like you guys have like Washington, Cleveland, New Orleans twice, and then like Memphis. Like those are like 5 game stretches where you guys should win all of them. Like Utah, Portland, Sacramento, Oklahoma. Those are all games you can win. Yeah, and I'm saying that as a Utah fan, and that's Christmas Day. So,
like the Mavericks could have finished a whole lot better last year, but they got hit with COVID and they lost like I think 8 out of like 10 games one stretch. So that definitely hindered them. But to end the season from that point, I think they finished like the second best record.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm excited as a Mavericks fan. I want to see what they do. I want to see if Luka could win an MVP.
I think he will. He has the highest odds, right? In Vegas.
I think it's second.
Second to KD.
I think it was KD.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the future holds for Dallas. We'll see what the near future for Dallas. For these other teams, it's like the far future.
The next 3 years.
Next 2, 3, maybe 4 years. So we'll see what it holds, what the season. There's probably going to be the 2 surprises will probably be Houston if they somehow go higher than like 12 seed. Honestly, that's a huge surprise for me.
Memphis is a 6 seed or higher.
If who?
Memphis finishes.
Memphis finished 6 or higher. That's a surprise. If San Antonio makes the play, that's a surprise. If Dallas goes over 4, that's a surprise.
And then I'd be surprised if we finished 7th seed.
Oh yeah, I'd be surprised.
I'd be surprised to go down. I'm gonna throw it out right now. Hot take: the Mavericks are finishing a top 4 seed.
Top 4 seed? Okay, it's on record. It's in 4K.
That's the floor.
It's in 4K.
That's the floor right there.
All right. You know what I want? I want a Dallas Utah series so bad.
I don't.
I want a Dallas Utah series.
I don't need Tim Hardaway Jr. being racially abused. I don't need that in my life.
I want it so bad. It's gonna be a good series. And honestly, if that happens, I feel like we're gonna I want to live stream all the games. If that happens, I want to live stream all of them. So yeah. I mean, we're getting closer and closer to the start of the season. I think we have 2 more weeks left.
Yeah, I think it's like 14 days.
Yeah, 14. Oh yeah, you see, it's coming in close, coming in hot. Damn, we really timed this perfectly because next week will be our last GM overview. Where we'll do arguably the best division in the NBA, the Pacific Division, which if you guys don't know entails Golden State, basically all the fucking California teams, and Phoenix. So 4 of the 5 are amazing teams. We're gonna cover them next week. So please join us for that. Again, for this video, please like. It helps us a lot. Please subscribe. We're at 46. We're almost at 50. We're almost there. So please hit that subscribe button. Please leave comments. I like to interact with you guys. I like to see the comments of people whose like teams are finally getting covered like this. Because I like to get their input and I like to respond to them as well. Just because I like to hear your guys' input just to give me and Miles like a better insight as to like how you guys really feel about your team. Because of course, like Miles will go for days on how he feels about Dallas. I can go for days about how you guys feel about Utah, but I cannot go on for days on how you guys feel on San Antonio, for example. So I like to hear you guys' input on your guys' own teams, and it makes it fun for us that we're able to cover teams that don't get much media coverage. Because I mean, there are always hidden gems in those teams, and they could always serve a purpose on a different team, but they're just on a in a situation like that. So again, subscribe. Please hit that subscribe button, and we'll see y'all next week. Thank you for joining us.
Have a good one.